So I've added some new things to my Mercari page for everybody who's interested and asks me from time to time. I'm going to add a couple more fragrances, I believe, over this week, in addition to the skincare and the body care I keep talking about that I haven't got around to yet, because I have to upload the new blushes from the blush declutter. I did do some of them, but I need to finish the rest of them. There's also a few pieces of fashion for anyone who's interested. I might add some jewelry. Now on to the video. What's up, everyone? It's your girl Gelbeauty 87 here, aka Grace Honey, and today I got my hands on the new Huda Beauty stuff. So I got the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Natural Airbrush Foundation. I'm going to test it against the last one they came out with, which was the Faux Luminous Foundation, just because I want to see what the differences is, and I figure you might want to too, so I'm going to do a cute little battle. Then I bought the Easy Blur Primer, Silicone Free Smoothing Primer. I'm wondering if it's going to be a good alternative to the Blur Jam, because as y'all know, the Blur Jam is being discontinued, and it's supposed to be a silicone free smoothing primer as well. So I was hoping that meant that they just changed the packaging of it, and they're still bringing it back because they know people love the Blur Jam, but they're getting rid of Glowish, and I'm sure it was one of their best sellers because I know a lot of people talked about it. So this foundation has niacinamide, it's weightless, comfortable, buildable blur. It says shake well, and it has 1.5% niacinamide. I'm sure I'll have the stuff pop up here when it's time, but if you're new here, hello, my name is Grace, aka Gelbeauty 87. If you like videos like this, if you like new makeup releases, if you like a good eyeshadow review, I'm currently filming a couple, 3 looks, 3 palettes. If you like a good fragrance video, I'm waiting on Dear Sky from Ellis Brooklyn to come. If you like a good complexion video, I recently did the Dior foundation and contour stick along with the Rare Beauty foundation powder, and I just filmed the Patrick Ta one. So I try to stay up on the latest and greatest makeup things. I also do a little bit of fashion here and there. I did my first fashion video a little while ago. I usually just do fashion shorts, but if you're into that shorter thing, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Now let me zoom you on real quick and cute like so we can start this video. This retails for $29, I'm pretty sure. I had to search around to find where I could get the primer and the foundation, but this is what the foundation looks like. As you can see, the primer's in a pretty plain packaging. Now I don't know where my little spatula is, so I'm just gonna have to dig my hands in it. So I'm gonna put the old product on this side and then the new product on this side. So we're gonna start with the Blur Jam on this side of the face. So I'm hoping I didn't smear too much, just because, you know, I don't have my spatula and I had to like guesstimate. So what I normally do is I'll put like the old primer on half of the face, and then the new primer I'll put on the majority of the face. So the new primer is gonna go on the nose, in addition to, you know, the other side of my face. So this blur is in. It's nice and soothing and hydrating when you first put it on, in addition to, I feel like, smoothing out the pores in your face. So that's what I liked about this one, mainly like the hydration and the smoothing properties that it gave. I thought that was really cool. But we're gonna try the new one now, because I want to see, I especially want to know if it has the soothing, like hydrating property when you first try it on, like this one. Yep, it's the Blur Jam. It's the Blur Jam. It's just not as thick, so that way it's easy to put in this container. But yes, this is the Blur Jam, y'all. So they just made this new primer as the Blur Jam. So run, don't walk if you're interested in Blur Jam, because I'm telling y'all, it feels exactly the same. Even down to the amount of hydration I'm getting on my face right now. Blur Jam has been replaced. I repeat, Blur Jam has been replaced. I figured it was going to be replaced with this, just because, like I said, because this is such a popular thing, I don't have to worry about where I'm going to get my Blur Jam from now. Now I kind of wish they had just put it in this, because it's like, who wants to be trying to dip their hands in the little cup and all that? Like, y'all could have just put it like this to begin with, especially because it's giving the same thing. So my suspicions were correct. This is the exact same primer as the Blur Jam, and I'm excited because I have a squeeze tube now. Amen. Because I was gonna skip on this, y'all. I figured it was gonna be the same as the Blur Jam, since it was so popular, and I'm glad I bought it, because I wasn't gonna buy it at first, but I was like, I gotta buy it to confirm my suspicions, and my suspicions were correct. So I'm gonna be brave now and put this close to my face, because as y'all saw, I have on a white shirt, so I'm a brave woman putting this so close to my face. I wanted to be brave, but I couldn't be brave because it was stuck, and I didn't want to smash it too hard and then mess up my shirt. But again, I'm just putting the original foundation on this side. Faux Filter Luminous Matte is what I'm putting on. I have 2 of the same brush. Y'all know I have these 2 brushes that are really similar, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one on this side. I don't know. Anyway, you all, I have to go around everywhere and just, you know, look for everything today. So I've been to 2 Sephora today because I had to see who was going to have the new Kosas powder in store, and I wanted to see if they had the Western Atelier concealer. Now they didn't have that or the Makeup by Mario, unfortunately, but they had the Kosas powder, so I was able to get the yellow Kosas powder, but I want to battle it against the Tower 28 powder and see which one I prefer, since Tower 28 finally has a powder. So I'm like, let me go ahead and just, you know, get it, and we'll see. So I'm going to film that video tomorrow. That's why I told y'all I want to do a week of just like complexion, because I feel like, ooh, this looks so heavy on the skin, y'all. Look, it's not like I put on somebody else's primer and it's sabotaging them. It's like, no, I used your primer and I'm using your foundation. So however this is looking is based upon what you're given. And this is the way that I feel like Morgan Turner's skin looked when she was trying out the patch of top. But as y'all saw in that video, mine didn't look like that. Like, mine looked completely different than this. But in all fairness, this is the original one, where she was going to put on more thicker coverage foundation, when that's what all of us wanted, the thickest coverage you could get. So she was just giving the people what they want. I can't get mad at her for that. So let's get into the foundation now. Only thing I hate about things like this is, like, since I don't have a stopper, pump, I can't, you know, determine how much to get. So I just randomly squeeze out an amount and hope it's right. This is more liquidy than the one I just put on. So I'm hoping that means it's gonna like glide on easier and not, you know, look as thick on the skin. I just squeeze out a random amount. Like I said, that's what I don't like about packaging like this, because I just have to squeeze out an amount and hope, you know, like I squeeze out the right one, girl. I don't know. Put that back here. So we just put that right there. So I put the Faux Luminous on the bottom, and I put the new one right there, and then we're going to turn around for here when we have to blend for concealer on this side, since it's clean, and then this is the foundation that matches it, so I figured it doesn't matter. Okay, but yeah, so y'all, I was out on the highways and the byways trying to find the new products in store. Unfortunately, I only found the yellow shade of the Kosas one, and the pink one. I could not find the one that I really wanted, which was the peachy one, but that's okay. I'm ordering the peachy one because I'm ordering the peachy one for Makeup by Mario as well, and I'll just compare those two as far as formula goes, and then I have a peachy one to compare to. If I had the peachy one in the store, then I would have compared it to the one from, you know, Huda, because I have her peach pie one here. But since I can't do that, you know, I gotta give you what I can give you. That's all I can give you. Okay, yeah, this one is definitely thinner on the skin. The crazy thing is these are supposed to be the same color, but I feel like this one is pulling darker than this one is, so I don't know what they changed in it, but I definitely see a difference, don't you? Like, I feel like this side of my face looks like deeper and a little more olivey yellow, whereas I feel like this one isn't giving that. It's giving a more like neutral feeling. Yeah, mind you, these are both the same shade. I always wear the shade 500 Mocha, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning, but I wear shade 500 Mocha, and I always buy the same shade 500 Mocha. But I'm finding it interesting that this is giving more olive, and this is giving, I feel like, a little more neutral and closer to my skin. So that's interesting. And so far, I'm liking the new side better, just because I don't feel like it sits into my pores the way the old one is doing. And like I said, since the primers are exactly the same, it is the same as Blur Jam like I thought. It's not like I used a different primer. Either way, I still use their primer with their product, and I feel like, although I do like the color of this to a certain extent, I feel like it's really thick and cakey looking on the skin. And I only pumped out one pump, mind you, so it wasn't like I pumped out a whole lot, and you know, that's why my skin looks crazy. I pumped out one pump. I didn't go for more than one pump because I knew I was only doing half of my face, and I didn't want it to be overwhelming. But just the coloring to me, if this side is off, and then like the texture is much thicker, but it's supposed to be of a thicker consistency, so that does make sense. But you know, it's not the best looking. I don't mind having like a somewhat cakey foundation as long as I use a blurring primer that works, and apparently it's not looking as good with the old foundation as it is with their newer foundation. So this is the Win Beauty Concealer. I told you I ended up liking it. I still didn't buy the skin tint just because I'm like, it's a skin tint. I just can't get down with the whole skin tint movement, if you will. So since I put it down the middle of the face, I'm just going to use this part to blend out. I'm not going to use the cream bronzer today just because I'm not in the mood to do so. So yeah, I had to take the cars to the shop because the check engine light keeps coming on, and I'm like, I have to go do my emissions test today. So the last thing I need to do is, you know, have to go do my emissions test before September ends. So I'm like, the last thing I need to do is, you know, have that whole thing over my head. So I'm kind of just like, oh, I don't want to deal with that. Okay, so I'm turning it backwards and just blend it out this way, like I did with the brush in the past, because I forgot that I don't have a brush with a similar shape to this. I told you I was going to blend out this side for this side, because the other side has the other foundation on it, so keep my word. I'm blending the way I see it. But so far, this is just looking more textured. Now that I put the concealer on top, it doesn't look as bad as it initially did with texture. I feel like the concealer helped calm it down. I don't know if it's because it's a little bit more smoother, but it looks better. And there's also, I turned it over when we put underneath the eyes, so we're not using the same one on the same side. Now let me do the bottom to blend around here to make it blend in with the foundation nicely. So this is what we're working with. Remember, this is the Faux Filter Luminous Matte side, and this is the new side. This one is giving them more glass skin effect that people like. So each one is from each time of when makeup was released and what the people were looking for at that time, which I find interesting, because it's like we went from wanting like a full coverage beat like this to more of this Your Skin but better vibe. But I still feel like this gives a decent amount of coverage, and that's my whole thing with the Your Skin but better movement. Like, I still want to get a decent amount of coverage. So I'm going to take Ultra Pink from one size and put that underneath my eyes. Y'all, I went into Ulta hoping to find the Natasha Milani dupe, and I didn't find it, and I was just like, oh, okay. I was a little bit sad, because I was really hoping that it would be there, and it's not. So I'm like, I'm gonna just have to go. I'm gonna try the one around the corner from my house before I just give up and decide I'm gonna, you know, go to buy it online, because I really want to just go ahead and pick it up in the store, and then that way when I try out the Cosas versus the Tower 28, I can have, you know, the stuff already here and ready. But so far it's looking like that's about to be a no, and I'm going to be feeling some type of way about it, which is upset. So it's not really giving pink to me, but I guess I should be glad, because that means it's not going to do that weird gray thing. Because I've noticed that some of the pink powders, like when I put them on, it gives like this weird grayish undercast, and I feel like this one isn't doing that, which I can appreciate. But again, because the person who made it is of a deeper skin tone when it comes to his ethnicity, Patrick Starr, I feel like he understands, you know, how to make an undertone that will work a little bit better for deeper skin tones, but still work for the skin tone he wants it to work for. Because it's not giving a lot of pink or any like that undertone or the ash that I normally get when I put on a pink powder. So I'm happy about that. I guess we use the Tilbury Airbrush Flawless filter on the face. I have two big puffy brushes I can just put on with it real quick, so we're gonna do that with these two big fluffy brushes for each side. So we'll start with the older version foundation. And then we'll flip it over. I'm just kidding. We're going to take this new brush now and pat. Because I don't have my Huda powders here, or else I would have used her powders with it, but I just don't have them. And I'm pressed for time, like I told you all, so I'm trying to, you know, like get to it quickly. But I'm going to finish doing the rest of my face, and I will come back and talk to you all when we get to the lip products. Because I have a possible dupe for her plumping lip gloss from Essence, and then I have one of their liquid lipsticks that I want to compare to her liquid lipstick and see how they work, since both Huda has both products and we're doing like a Huda review. And then we're going to end it off with the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray that I've been trying over the last 2 or 3 videos just to see how I feel about it. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, y'all, so this is how the face is looking. This is the Faux Filter Luminous Matte side, and this is the newest side. So let's go ahead and spray this L'Oreal. So as you can see, it sprays like an aerosol can, like the Dior Flash foundation does, or like the Morphe one, but it has a smoother spray than that. It has a very perfumey smell, though, just for the people who, you know, are allergic or have concerns about it. It does have that perfumey fragrance that all their products seem to have. But it's supposed to be waterproof, sweat resistant, clothes resistant, smudge resistant, foam resistant, micro diffusing system, lightweight, non-sticky, won't mark or ruin makeup, natural finish. So that's what this is supposed to do. I know people have been reviewing on TikTok. I just didn't know it was in store yet. I ended up going into a Target and found it, and I was like, say less. So then I bought it. So that'll be sprayed to face. Let's start off with the liquid lipsticks. So I'm going to put the I guess I'll put the Challenger on this side, and I'll put the Huda one on this side. So let's start off with that. Lips have never been something I was that great at, so pay no mind if it looks like crap. So this is the shade I'm wearing. No, I have on Trendsetter, sorry. Bombshell, I think, is a more pinky one. So this shade is called Soft Beige. I guess I'll swatch them alongside so you can see. As you can see, the tones are not the same at all, but I just want to see how the formula would last compared to the Huda ones. So this one is definitely a little moussey and a little more airy in formula. I'm immediately noticing that. Let's see how long it takes for them to dry down. Because I feel like the Huda one is already drying down. Oh! It doesn't look as bad on my lips as I thought it was. Which is crazy because I feel like this just looks a little peachier and a little bit lighter. I mean, a little bit deeper than this side. But I feel like it's not like super noticeable, which is weird because like y'all saw in the swatches, it's like super noticeable, but on the lips I don't feel like it's nearly as bad. I don't know how I feel about that, other than weird, because I'm like, to me that's just weird. Like, why don't they both look, you know, completely different? I don't understand, but okay. So here's what both of the lip glosses look like. I tried to pick close colors as possible as well. Now the one from Essence does have what do you call it, glitter in it, but they're both supposed to plump the lips, and that's mainly what I was looking for. So I swatched the Huda one first, and then I will swatch this one. I think this one's gonna be lighter than the Huda one, so again, it's not gonna be on point at all. Yeah, the pigmentation is definitely lacking in the now I wish I had the lighter one from Huda because I brought the deeper one, but this is what they look like side by side. So it's like lips gonna be looking crazy. I'm glad y'all don't have to go nowhere and do anything. So this is the Huda lip gloss versus the one from Essence, and this is the Essence lipstick versus the, I'm sorry, this is the Huda lipstick versus the Essence one. So let's see how they look like one. Okay, so definitely the one from Essence feel more lightweight on the lips. Even though I put on more, it still feels like a more airy, lightweight feeling. The Huda one feels a little heavy, or like your lips stick together when you talk. I don't know if it's because I put too much on to make sure you can see the color or what, but or it could just be its age. These aren't new. This one's kind of old, so that's what I'm keeping an eye on. I know you can see the lines on the lips very badly. So this is the finished Huda lip. Now let's put on the Essence lip gloss and see how I feel about that. Okay, now it's clearly that this is gonna be lighter, so I might have to use a lighter pink with it. We'll have to see. But I want to see how well this plumps because this is my first time using the Essence one. Okay, so I can feel the spicy tingling of the Essence one. You know, like the ones with pepper in them. I definitely see that. Now this one doesn't promise to get rid of the lines on lips, so if it doesn't, I'm not as annoyed. But okay, yeah, with the lip glosses you can definitely tell the difference. I feel like with the lipsticks I would be able to pull it off because I tried to be extra and put the lip gloss on top. It's not working out. But the lip gloss says it saw a plumping effect. 88% of people saw a plumping effect in it. Then 90% saw an instant effect in it, and 84% said it provides a feeling, a hydrating feeling. So I do feel like it has a hydrating feeling in it. It says with cinnamon oil and hyaluronic acid for an instant plumping effect and hydrate visibly fuller lips with a cooling and tingling effect. Do not apply on sensitive or irritated lips. So I bought the shade Pearly Nude Finish. I believe that's the name of it. Yeah, that's what it says on the box. So that's what I'm gonna go with. So this is what we're working with. When I do my comparison pictures and swatches. I am going to use the lighter pink shade I have from Huda. If you all remember, I have like 4 Huda Beauty lip gloss shades, so I'm just going to use those instead. But this is what we're working with. I still feel the tingling on this side. Which side do you feel like looks bigger? Because I feel like they look about even to me, but we did just put this on like a couple of minutes ago, so I might do a video like right before I leave to see if there's any difference. But right now, like, this is what we're working with when it comes to lips and the finished face. So I'm feeling the face overall. I think it's real cute. I'm loving the fact that the primer is exactly the same as the Blur Jam, because I'm like, I was concerned about Blur Jam being discontinued, since I actually do really like it. But now I might give the jar of Blur Jam with my cousins, especially since, like, you know, I don't really need it. This is the exact same thing, and this is what I'll be able to show in video. So I think I can get rid of my Glowish Blur Jam because it's exactly the same. The only thing is the one in the jar, I feel like just feels a tad bit more hydrating than the one in the pump. But I'll take the one in the squeezy tube as opposed to, you know, a jar any day. But this is the finished face. I've been trying to talk a little bit longer just to see if this lip was going to get bigger than this one. You can tell me what you think. I still feel like they look even, but you know, I'll talk to you a little later on tonight. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. I have had this on for about, I want to say 5.5 hours. It's 9:30 now. Y'all know I put it on at 4 o'clock, but I wanted y'all to check out the lip before I got done eating. So this is how I wore throughout the day for a good 5 hours. As you can see, it looks nice. You know, I feel like it looks nice on both sides. I do feel like though, like underneath here with the cinnamon oil, I don't think I'm allergic to it. I'm usually not allergic to anything, but it's like it just feels weird underneath my lips right here when I use, once I put on lip gloss. I don't feel like I felt it until after I put on lip gloss. And the funny thing is, it's only on this side, so that's why I'm like, does it have something to do with that lip gloss I tried from Essence? I don't know, but I feel like they wore pretty nicely overall. I didn't eat, so I can't tell you how they look after I get done eating. I'm actually gonna go eat now, so I might check in with you all later on and let you see that. But overall, looks nice, and this is what the face looks like after 5.5 hours of wear. So I think it looks pretty good, you know. But I'm gonna go eat dinner, and I will talk to you all later. Okay, y'all, so I have returned. I have on the Adept Cosmetics, what is this, the Midnight Moth palette. So that's what we're working with when it comes to these eyes, girl. As far as the face goes, as y'all can see, this is the original Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation side, and this is the new Easy Blur side. I feel like the new side looks oilier than the original side. Maybe it's just me. I'm hoping it's just the cameras and they, you know, are about even. But I think it wore nicely throughout the day. I put some lip gloss on top of the lip. You all saw the lip at the certain area though. I feel like, again, it still feels like it's kind of like puffy underneath this part of the lip. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm not necessarily crazy about it or like it. I'm hoping it'll tone down in the morning, but I think the foundation wore pretty well. I feel like I can't use necessarily a blurring primer. I need more of a, you know, one that controls oil. I need to use the normal method of the way I do on my makeup, because when I use my normal method, I feel like my makeup lasts longer, and plus when I color correct, it makes my face look a little more even toned. But overall, I think it wore nicely. It seems like the original one wore a little bit better though, just because I feel like I said, this side isn't as oily as the newer side, so that's just something to keep in mind. But overall, I like the product. I like it because it looks more skin-like, or not as heavy on the skin. It doesn't look like it sinks into the pores as much. So that's something to think about. But that's pretty much all I got for you, honestly. With the lips, it lasted a pretty long time. If I had to pick sides, I would probably just pick the Huda Beauty side over the Essence side. Now, I did like the formula of the Essence liquid lipstick. I will say that formula seemed better than the Huda Beauty one. The Huda Beauty one seemed like it was more sticky. But when it came to the gloss, I prefer the Huda gloss. So I prefer the Huda lip gloss, but when it comes to the liquid lipstick, I prefer the Essence one. And the Essence one, of course, is going to be more affordable, so I figured you like the fact that I like that one. But that's all I got for you today, so that's it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. My membership is down below if you're interested, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye. The fun doesn't have to end here. Let's be friends on Instagram. I upload the latest fragrance, fashion, and eyeshadow reviews there, so make sure you follow me over there.